Welcome to Ellis Mowers and more. I want to do more of an explanation video, but also a little bit of a how-to in this, because I've really seen one that has been done online, and I found some forums on it, and it ended up working, which I was kind of surprised. So this they call the blue coil of death. And if you know what that is, that goes on a lot of these home lights. This one in particular is a Super EZ automatic, and you can't find these anymore. So I found on a forum that somebody would put a Husqvarna ignition coil in it, and as long as you took the body out of the ignition coil from the little piece that spins around the flywheel there, or goes to the flywheel, and swap those out and use the new coil, then it would work just fine. So really quickly in this video, I'm going to show you how you can take one of these and swap it out to one of them Husqvarna coils, which will be listed in the description below, and get your Homelite saw working again. Let's get started. So let me show you, this thing will start and run. At least it did yesterday when I did this. So let's pull the choke out, put it in the run position. This recoil was a little bit stuck because, I mean, I don't know how long it's been since this thing's been run, but there we go. You hear it pop off there? This thing does take a second to warm up. Like I said, I don't know how long it's been sitting before it came to this. Fix the spark issue, and this could use a little bit of a fine tuning on the car, but nonetheless, not bad at all things considered. Get a little, however much this costs, $15, $20 ignition coil. Change the body out with the little C coil thing that slides through there, and you're good to go, and your Homelite saw is back in business. So I got the saw on the side here, or on its side. I'm going to show you the coil setup, just in case this is your first time doing this. You can get 3 of these off with a 5/16. And then your last one you got to get a screwdriver for, because of the clearance of the handle here. And this is all you have to do to access the ignition coil. So what you do is you get in here, open her up. Let me see if I can find the parts. So I've already replaced this ignition coil. I'll zoom in so that I can show you a little bit better here. And then the old ignition coil obviously is that blue one. And then the piece that slides in it, which I probably already thrown away because I don't need. But it's this piece right here that you see right there. So when you're looking at this, this is the Husqvarna coil. This is the orientation. What's a little bit longer is the coil wire. So you could cut that wire if you want to, or in the case that I did here, I just zip tied it down. I'll also make sure that all of your rubber protectors and stuff like that, because you don't want to be shocked by this. So what you do is the blue coil is in here. A couple of, it's either 5/16, or you can get a flathead screwdriver, pull it out. Obviously take your grounding wire out. And then there's going to be a clip, and you'll see it. It's clipped on one side, like one way, and then on the other side it'll be clipped the other way. And there's little markings and stuff on here for it as well. Take that clip out. You're going to have to bend that clip, and this piece just slides out. That piece right there just literally slides out. Now for the other one, you'll have to grab a screwdriver that's pressed in, the one that you buy off of whatever website you buy it off of. Take your screwdriver in and gently wiggle it. So you can get a big screwdriver and wiggle it. You see I accidentally broke a corner of this right here, getting it out. But it's pressed in, and if you can unpress it and slide it out, then that's a good thing. Now, I could fix this a little bit better because this body moves around a little bit still, but it really isn't all that bad, and it's not contacting any of the fins or anything like that. So I think we're okay when it comes to that. I've ran the saw about 15 minutes or so just idling, just to make sure that everything was good on it before I call the customer and tell them that it's ready. But what you're going to do is you're going to take the little piece that goes from this and put it and slide it in this. What I did is take the clip that was with this, because this is a little bit smaller than the opening of the one that came on this ignition coil from the Husqvarna. Slide it in, put the clip in, and it stays in place like it should. This is the orientation that it goes. The plug wire is on the bottom, or the ignition wire is on the bottom coming out of it, and it comes out of the top like this, with this facing you for the ground wire as well. Everything works like it's supposed to, which is great. I just wanted to give you a quick explanation as to how to do it, so that if you have one of these chainsaws and are kind of stuck in a pickle because you can't find one of these or they're exorbitantly expensive, you can retrofit one of these and it should be a lot more reliable and work real well for you. And I'm going to show you that it does here next. And so that's basically the gist of it, y'all. Not too bad to do, as long as you can separate this piece, which on the blue coil is very easy to do because it's just clipped in. The black coil, or the Husqvarna coil, it's actually pressed in, so you have to be a little creative with that, as y'all saw. But after you switch the metal piece out and get it in the right orientation, which isn't too hard to do, you just kind of have to reference the old coil or the orientation that it came like, and then stick it back on the right way there. Then you should be good to go. Not a bad swap. Works just fine. So thank you all again very much for watching this video. Hopefully y'all found it helpful if you're trying to find a solution to your no spark on your Homelite. I've also been told that you can bake these in the oven at like 170, 180 degrees for about 10 or 12 hours. But these things apparently are prone to fail and are known to fail. So why not just do this swap and roll with it like that. So thank y'all again very much. I will catch y'all on the next video.